The Great War never ended because the pandemic came. Hello, I hope you are doing good. In today's video I would like to highlight Pandemic Train. It takes place in an alternative universe of early 1920s Europe basically, where the Great War never ended because the pandemic killed most of the world. Populist riots broke out, everybody was plunged into chaos basically, and the game takes place in a post-apocalyptic wasteland of what was left of Europe after this outbreak. It's a little indie roguelike game. It only costs 12 to 15 euros depending on what region you live in and if you already own a former game of the publisher, then you will get an extra discount and stuff like that. But let's stop the talking. Let's go. I will start a new game because there's a lot of funny dialogues and other stuff that I would not like to hold back from you.
It started years ago. At first we thought it was just some kind of flu. Then it destroyed the world. Here in Survival's League, the greatest scientists of those still alive try to find a cure, but we are still far from success. Some conquered the disease and thrived. To our surprise, they are hostile, attack our supply lines and hinder our progress. They ought to share their secrets with the rest of us. We must end this madness and restore the world, with word or violence. I'm afraid it will have to be the latter. Go, find them.
Welcome, my name is Ella. I am here to prepare you for our first mission. Do not be afraid. You are in good hands. She's supposed to be Russian as far as I got it, or Polish. So I'm trying to mimic the accent. Sorry if that comes over a little racist. That was not my intention. Unless you are planning to step on my toes. Haha. We are now at the Survivor League training route. It's a good place to teach you some useful skills. I will skip the training because it's just a basic movement tutorial and stuff like that, so we're just gonna quickly... We know how to fight. Let us get on our mission. Well, I am glad you decided not to waste my time. I am the gate behind... I am opening the gate behind you. She's not the gate. Yes, ma'am. Welcome aboard. This is your first time here, so let me walk you through. First, you need to learn how to look around the train. Well, and we are already in this... Hold on, let's just... Your first task is so clean... Jesus, I'm sorry. Your first task is to clean up the mess we have here. Yes. Basically, we can now select one of our trusty crew members and just clean up the train a bit. I'm gonna fly over the whole train here. We got our locomotive. These are the leader headquarters or leader quarters, where we can have up to 3 leaders. Great job. Now let's build some useful space for the crew. Kitchen sounds like a good idea. Use the build button to access the menu. Basically, the train itself is not like our home base, but our base of operation. You will upgrade it, you can only build up to 6 modules during a run, so you have to choose carefully which modules you would like to have. You are a general. Now make us a kitchen and order someone to prepare some food for all of us. Yes, ma'am. Some of them are better cooks than others. Some cannot cook at all. Always pay attention to the profession level of each crew member. At the beginning, we got only crew members who's basically, well, they can... Our leaders are a little more specific, but the basic crew can do everything, but not really great. This will get better over time when you unlock some more upgrades and stuff like that. We could also send Ethan to quickly make us a vegetable soup. And yeah, I kind of lost my flow here because of all that stuff was happening. Great, keep in mind that crew members have different types and levels of professions that determine the type of work each person can perform. The crew has some action points left, yada yada. Oh, and one more thing, remember there's a difficulty option. Yeah, obviously there's easy, medium and hard. I'm playing on medium right now, which is I think the go-to option. It actually starts at easy and you have to knock it up a notch. So yeah, this game Obviously, for most roguelites, you will die. It's very unlikely you will finish this game on your first run. Very, very unlikely. Yes, we got our morgue back here, where we store up dead bodies. A lot of them. Yeah, here we can extract different kinds. That's not relevant at this stage of the game, but I will come back to it very soonish after 1 or 2 deployments. The worker quarters are also just that. We got our 3 crew members. They only will stay on the train and never will do anything else besides keeping the train in check and running. Let's make 1 more vegetable soup and then I will continue. We got our resources up here, basic meals, scrap and water. Our inventory where we can see what we got overall. Let's end the shift. At the end of your shift you have to assign resources to the crew. Pay attention to their needs and take care of them. Their well-being is critical for the success of the mission. I don't see you on the list. Do you eat at all? That's a silly question. I have my own provisions. My survival is too important to rely on your management. And this pretty much knocks us off with this nice humor in the game, because there's a lot of, yeah, nagging going on. Let's just quickly, I'm actually gonna kill the menus again. I got enough water, but not that much food, so I will just, yeah. They can drink, but they cannot eat today. I'll do have a quick check on the engine before we leave. In the meantime, you can look for Ursula. She will tell you about your mission. I'll look around. And one more thing, Alfred has something for you. You will find him by the warehouse. He's such a friendly old man. I'm sure you won't miss him. Yeah, he's so friendly. This now is our true home base or base of operation. I will make a little tour around it very soon. Hola, don't you have anything to do? I do, but I want to talk to you. Why not? Really? Do you need help? Talking won't make it work. Oh, I see. Later then. Will you find the moment if I help you? Sure, take this wrench and hold it here. We must need to adjust the brakes. You both work in silence for an hour, checking all the brakes, and your hands are close and dirty. Thanks, it would take me half a day if I had to do this alone. What did you want to talk about? Do you think our mission makes sense? Everyone has their reasons. I prefer to do something rather than sit idly by. A lot of people seem to seek revenge. Find your purpose if you do not like what the Survivors League offers. You can basically, every character has a little backstory to flesh them out and everything, and it's actually kind of, well, interesting depending on how interested you are in the backstory of the people you are meeting. They are kind of fleshed out, and there's some funny stuff and background stories, but you will see. This game offers a lot actually for the asking price. I'm from the area. I was taught how to handle trains and take care of locomotives by my older brother Rai. Rouge, I think Rouge it should be. He's no longer with us. He was taken by the plague, just like the rest of my family. It's a story like any other. It's better to focus on the here and now. I'm sorry, we all lost someone. Did you have any good advice? Take care of people and don't let anyone die. Without people, this train will go nowhere. Then you can also go a little bit deeper and ask her what about she thinks about the other people that are around. I will not do that, so you have something to find out for yourself. I don't want to spoil everything. Oh, one more thing. I have a huge request for you, and I'm counting on your help. My female dog, Lara, jumped off the train, ran after some cat, and she did not return before we had to depart. It's a smart dog, and if no one caught her, she should wait by the tracks. I'll mark the station where I've seen her the last time on your map. If you find her, I beg you, bring her back to me. And obviously, as we love them doggies, we're gonna look for it. She's a small white mutt with some spots. Her name is Lara. We will find her, even if we have to smash all the bandits. Yeah, Khabib smash! Okay, we got Meflet over here, which is a possible third hero to take with you. Let's just inquire about him. I just want to say I'm available. If you need me, just let me know. I'm always ready to go. He in theory is a cook and somewhat of a brawler. He has the highest HP and a submachine gun, or... yeah, I think it's a submachine gun. I think about it. But at the moment, the problem is the more people you take with you, the more resources you will need, and that also might come back to bite you if you take too many, so I will just leave him in the home base for now. So you are the losers that Ursula is sending on the most important mission of our entire operation. Remember Alfred, very nice old man. What a great conversation starter. I heard you have something for us. That's right, since I have very little faith in your success, I want to offer you some help. Luckily we have your support. Improving the HQ will be as important as your main mission, so remember to collect the items we need to upgrade the place. And you cannot handle it? Don't look too busy. Materials are scarce, we can't find any more in the area, so try not to waste them, right? And how exactly will this help us? Alright, how about we stop talking, bye. For example, you will have more resources for the journey, better equipment for the fight, or even a better trained crew. Do I really need to explain all this to you? No need. I have had enough of your company. How exactly do I improve things here? Well, I just walk to them and push the E button, so we don't need to do that. But, yeah. Such a nice old man. Totally not an asshole. And here we are at Dr. Ursula de Vries, the current commander-in-chief of the Survivors League. How did your last training go? Basically, with last training, she means our last run, but this is the first run. Sadly, she's not perfectly set to the times to come back to her and stuff like that, so as far as I figured out, her dialogues are kind of identically, maybe changes at a certain point. Poor performance is something that has happened way too often recently. I'm counting on you to learn to execute the missions more effectively. That's right. Well, we were not well prepared. I don't even know what the mission is about. I see your memory is fading, soldier. Let me explain it to you for the 100th time. We are looking for a cure for the plague, which has decimated the population of Europe. At the same time, we are fighting for our survival. Our closest enemy are the surrounding gangs, and we have to take the place of the fallen governments. We are also fighting the cultists who took over Central Europe. If you get farther, you will meet our mortal enemies, Atom. Your main mission is to infiltrate their headquarters and gather information. We are committing to unraveling their modus operandi and finding a weak point. We also think they know more about the plague than we do. This sounds like a mission worthy of a hero, not an ordinary soldier. I understand, Doctor. I will perform this task to the best of my ability. Let's doubt ourselves. You are not ordinary soldiers. Believe me, you are very special. The fate of all mankind depends on our fight. We cannot show weakness. That's the way it is. We will fight until we die. Yes, we do. And then we come back. Well, basically, in theory, only the leaders die. The crew comes back. Anyhow, we got some basic upgrades here that we could do in Ursula's lab. Basically, you can upgrade your leader. An example, increase their HP, raise their profession to expert, get some more starting equipment. At the moment we only got a handful of scraps and I want to spend them on something else. This is basically our story corner here. Peace train explosion in Compiègne, which also gives us a basic idea of the background story. You have to obviously work it out for yourself. You will find different newspapers in the mission that will fill this up and give you more of a picture of the whole. But I really like this because it's a very interesting time, and alternative speaking, this is also very nice. Yeah, let me quickly, if you haven't yet read this, because it's very interesting in my opinion. Yesterday marked an unprecedented assassination attempt on world leaders while signing the treaty to end the Great War. The Great War. An explosion killed the leaders of both the entity and the German Empire. It is suspected the assassination was carried out by a country that does not wish the war to end. Diplomats are throwing accusations at each other. Could it be that the only chance for peace in Europe has been lost? So yeah, in this alternate history or line of history, basically, yeah, the leaders of the two factions, or like the alliance, you know what I mean. Sorry, I kind of lost track here, but you see what I'm sorry. I don't know what I wanted to say, to be fully honest. Yeah, I just came out of a little illness, so I might not be on top of everything back yet. I had fever and stuff like that, so additional resources for the journey, and that's the first upgrade I want to do. Upgrade the farm to get some more basically all these upgrades are for the start of your run, so it doesn't influence like the run on the fly, but we're at the start of the run, so we will get these now. I talked to everyone. This is the home base. Let's go. This is the world map. Admittedly, it doesn't look too fancy or anything, but it does its work. You really have to decide where you would like to go, because first when I started, I thought I could, an example, go right, up, left, and then here like getting more spots done, getting more resources, but you can only go up or right. So we got our little legend here that basically explains everything to you. We got this little marker which marks the side quest, so we will try to get there first. That's where this dock is supposed to be. Let's go on our journey. Welcome aboard. Our mission is to investigate the Far East. Tell me more. To survive, you will have to manage both your resources and your crew. We also need to be prepared for dangers in the locations we are going to visit. It sounds tough. It is. Okay, enough chit-chat. The train is in disarray. Clean it up and build something useful instead. Good luck. Chop chop, get going. Yeah, everyone is very nice to us because we are totally not replaceable by the next guy that comes around. First of all, I want to get the gunsmith because we might need it. It produces ammo, and ammo is not always a given and needs to be found sometimes. Let me quickly think. We already got basically a basic med station over here that will help us produce serum and stuff against the pandemic itself. These are more to prepare to heal your guys and get medkits and stuff like that. First of all, I want to make sure my food supplies are in good shape. You kind of have to really
Coming right up.
use these phases. You got these action points that you should try to be using up every time.
Will do.
Because at some point, if you haven't done that, you might just reach the point where you, where it's too late.
No.
What?
To still be
What?
producing stuff. I mean, everyone only produces at the moment one thing. I need 1 meal. I need 4 meals for a single day and stuff like that. The management phase is interesting. It can get a little tedious, I think, if you're in a later stage of progression and just want to get a run behind you. At least that's what I felt. But it's obviously part of the game. Yeah, no, I forgot she doesn't have the skill to do that. Actually,
right.
I'm fine. Let's Anna just relax. At this time, I'm gonna give them food and something to drink because we were a little bit low on health after only giving them water lately. So let's go. And now we are coming to the fun part, basically, if you want to call it like that. There's a mix of this management part, and the other part is basically a little bit of strategy, top-down shooter. Well, not really strategy, but we got this, somewhat of a top-down shooter. I'm controlling the hero with WASD. I can change between my two heroes. Mostly Anna's recommended until you clean these areas out because she has the most powerful gun. We are aiming with the left button. We got an evasive move. We can duck behind cover and stuff like that. It might look easy to a certain degree, but as it's very RNG based, there might be some really hard, difficult spikes. I had different results. I played this game like roughly 2 hours before making this video to get the basic hang of what is in it and so on. So yeah, sometimes I failed miserably at the very beginning, and these things over here are explosive crates. If you are too close to them, you're dead. I made this mistake on my very first one where I thought like, oh yeah, it must be super smart to knife it. Yeah, that was that. That was the end of my run there. As you see, we already got way more people here in this area. So let's try to survive a bit. Oh, that was close. Crap. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky when you are getting attacked by several enemies. I'm behind cover here. Let's just try to get this one. The longer you aim, the more precise you are. You're basically aiming with the left click and then have to move your mouse above the enemy. I think the aiming is a little bit rough and could be done differently maybe. A lot of people complain that the gamepad support is horrible or not really present. Which with this game mechanic is kind of understandable. It's pretty hard to get your cursor... Oh my god, I'm almost dead. To get the cursor across the enemy in time with only a gamepad. Like, perfectly. This is sometimes very fast-paced and... you probably wouldn't want to play it with a gamepad at the moment. Definitely mouse and keyboard recommended. I kind of messed this up a little bit. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but also was not great what I did here. These spots are also very, very dangerous. There we go. As you see, those barrels got quite the explosion range. And if you wonder what we're picking up, yes, it's dead bodies. Dead bodies is a currency in this game. It's hard times. We don't want to judge. Okay. Well, basically comes down to your own will to explore, to see what is around these areas and what can be found. Obviously there's resources, scraps and stuff like that, hidden food, water, other stuff, but the farther you go, the higher you risk, obviously, that it's going downhill because of numerous enemies that don't want you there. The bar up here, the purple one, is the rate of infection we got. If it fills up, we are losing health permanently. I'm not exactly I think it's only the permanent health stuff. I mean, I haven't done this yet. Most of the time I just took serum before this happened. But from the explanation, I think it just highly reduces your overall health, so... not great. But, yeah, I mean, could be worse. I think. Depending on the stage of the run you are in. I don't know. There's also bosses and stuff like that, but we will come back to that later. Yeah, I mean, this is the basic gameplay cycle. Obviously, you go to these spots, try to scratch up some resources, but every few stations you will have a little story encounter or some flair encounters that will make this way more interesting than just grinding your way through. First of all, let's rescue the dog, because that is special. That dog is something else. Good day, the workers seem to have a good day while you were away. They have already prepared meals for everyone and are waiting for further guidance. Yeah, this is also great. We got random encounters or random stuff happening during the mission. Sometimes it's very positive, like this one, which doesn't even cost me vegetables, food or anything, just getting meals and morale. Sometimes it's very bad. Very, very bad. Like, really bad. Let's see, I don't have too much scrap. Yeah, actually, I mean, can not do too much. I only got 4 water, so preparing food is not really an option now.
What now?
As I will need water for that.
Will do.
I want to keep the water to at least be able to drink this day. Yeah, what I could do... could produce some serum, because we got some dead bodies. I can produce serum off of them. And from the serum we can produce vaccine or drugs. The drugs are like a weaker version of the vaccine that pre-protect you against the infection, while the vaccine itself obviously kills the infection once you got it. Okay, I guess that's already it. Let's fill our stomachs. I'm even missing some water for poor Raphael. I feel bad. I'm not a good leader. That's why Ella didn't trust us when it came to taking care. Oh yeah, I should mention it's sometimes a bit strange, but they're working on that. Tooltips don't... most of the items you get are single-use items, and they should be disappearing after use, but they still stay in your inventory with just a 0 to them until you want to use them again, and then they disappear. The developer already knows about this and is working on a fix. Just as a heads up. because it's a little bit irritating. And we are in this location to search Lara, and we are in for a funny ride. What the hell was the word? Okay. He cut off his own hand. Some animal fought hard for its life. I promise you, I wanted to say. Wait, there's something in his severed hand. It's Lara's collar. We could imagine what happened. He probably tried to cut the poor dog, and the dog ran away, and he cut his own hand off. The lever shoot up and slimy. Ugh. And off we go. As we just heard the barking dog and the person dying afterwards. Are they all dead? What happened here?
Don't shoot, pendejo!
As you might have figured out by now, Lara is not exactly the most ordinary dog. The cerdos are dumber than I thought. What about the dog? They basically blew themselves up trying to shoot the dog. I want to go over there still to get the resources, but first let's see. There's Lara. Looks like Lara is perfectly fine, all thanks to you. Oof. That dog is dangerous. Dangerous? Don't be ridiculous. Lara wouldn't hurt a fly. I see she completely single-handedly took out all the bandits. You are right, it must have been just a coincidence. Haha, I'd love to see that. They maybe will send her on another mission instead of you, huh? That might not be such a bad idea. That dog is pretty good at what it's doing. She basically killed all the bandits. I mean, these little flare pieces, funny pieces, are spread throughout the game on numerous occasions. So that's also something I really enjoyed. Let's just quickly get that water, because it's desperately needed. And we're on our way again. Alright, and just like that, we're off to our next location. Our first big target is this one over here, where also the first boss awaits us, and that's basically the point where I died most of the time. That's a pretty hard fight over there. But let's first go to that outpost. These locations where only people is shown are peaceful locations, and yeah, you can, like shown here, gather some resources and meet some people again. I'm very, very short on water, which is kind of horrible. And also kind of disables my ability to actually do anything. Such a cute dog. But vicious. Sadly, I can, yeah, only give food basically to my people, which is not optimal. But there should be a trader here, hopefully, that will sell me some water. To open these things you need crowbars, which are basically like lockpicks. You can produce them in a later stage of the game with one of the stations you can build on your train. At the beginning they are very scarce. Sometimes you will find them on the maps, but yeah, they are very scarce and only single use. I kind of dislike that design choice because simple, a crowbar is not that brittle and shouldn't be disappearing after one use, but who knows. Kowalski does that. What would you all do without me? I can get some supplies at your place. Yeah, Kowalski is a trader. And this is the Penguins of Madagascar joke, which also came to my mind first time I read Kowalski, so I appreciate that. These developers got the same taste as me, because I think Penguins of Madagascar is like one of these cartoons that even a grown-up can kind of watch and enjoy, because sometimes it's pretty crazy. And the dialogues are just hella fun. Kowalski, a nihilist. bullets are getting progressively worse. They are flying sideways and firing far too loudly. One could turn deaf, sir. No changes then. Keep the course. Good job. Yeah, that could have been Skipper. How are you, Kowalski? It all depends if you are standing or lying down, sir. I see you in a good mood as always. Keep it up. Kowalski is quite the character. Let's just go on with the trading. I need water, so even though that's hella expensive to exchange 4 meals or 3 water, as I need water and vegetables to create those, I need the water. Let's get 6 of them. Now I don't have that much food anymore, but yeah. At least we got some water again and will not... what's it called? When you die of thirst? It's not starved to death, right? Die of dehydration. Let's just say it like that. I forgot the other one. Sorry, I'm still a little bit mushy in my head because of that flu, so it's kind of hard to get everything right here for me at the moment. I don't think this is my best piece, but I really like this game and wanted to at least present it to you in time before it's too late, because it came out 2 days ago, which I should have mentioned earlier, I guess. We're off to the next location. We got some water again, which I will need for drinking, sadly. I think I might be able to produce some ammo at very least.
I'm on it.
Yeah. And let me think. Maybe I want to produce 1 meal.
Okay.
Yes?
Let's produce
once.
some meals as long as we still got vegetables.
I don't know how to do this. Of course.
How many vegetables do I have? 3, okay. So I can, in theory, create 3 more meals. Should
on
be
it.
doing that. The meals have different ingredients you need, like the
Okay.
meat stew only needs meat, the vegetables only need vegetable. Why I said it needs water is to grow the vegetables I need water. That's why I was in the mindset I need
With
water
what
and
army?
Something needs doing. Uh-huh.
and vegetables to do the soup. And technically, you could say that as you need water to grow them. Okay, finally our people at least got something to drink again. They are in a little rough shape. Hopefully I will find enough water in this location that we are a bit better off again. I don't have any extra equipment, so let's just go for now. Oh, yeah, this is also a very nice character.
Hello,
The
travelers.
Bone Collector.
I see that you are a first-time visitor to my popular and mobile store. I have diagrams of devices that will surely interest you. The price for them are the fresh bodies of your enemies.
And this one actually is kind of confusing to me, because why does this guy have like voiceover and most of the other people don't? I think that's a little bit... I mean, I can understand with the offering price and everything I mentioned earlier, but you know, yeah, it's still a nice twist.
Please, please.
And basically what we can...
Only the best assortment for my finest customers.
What we can buy at his place is basically new modules for our train. We got some regular stuff like the workshop, which would produce us crowbars and stuff like that. Grinders, which helps us produce meat. Sheep pen helps us produce meat. Cow pen and a bar for entertainment, raising morale.
For
And
more
we can-
demanding customers, I still have these.
And he even got a little bit more. The water recovery, distillery, herbarium, and the forge. At the moment we cannot basically pay for any of these, so let's come back to him a little later. The first thing I would like to get is the water distillery. To have a little resource of water, even if we don't find any. The arrow always points to the object marker, so that's pretty obvious, I guess. But let's make a little farther exploration here. Ooh, so many. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm doing bad right now. Oh my god, I'm surrounded. Not good. How's my health doing? Horrible. Okay. Time to heal up a bit. Well, we have to collect these bodies right now so we can get one of those tasty bone collector modules. As mentioned. Oh my god. I would want to go for the water distillery. I have to admit the combat is a little bit clumsy and hopefully they are trying or maybe thinking of a way to improve it a little bit more. I would really love if I could move a bit more while aiming so you still got a chance of evading, but I mean, all of this is kind of complaining on a high level also, as the game itself is pretty good for what it's asking from you. Financially. Meaning it's cheap. Okay, now we finally get a crowbar, so we need that to open this gate, sadly. And it's gone. But we got 15 water and that will help us survive some time for sure. Now the only thing we need to do is getting actually back to the train without dying. Which also sometimes is a little bit more complicated than you would hope for. Well, when these markers appear above your head that fill up, it's basically that a sniper is aiming at you. You got the chance of going into cover to evade them or trying to evade with the spacebar, like when they shoot at you. It's a little bit clumsy depending on the situation you are in, but just as an information basically. Oh, almost missed that, buddy. Alright, I think we also should have collected enough bodies to give our bone collector a little props. There's a reason why he does what he's doing.
Maybe you'd like to take a look at my amazing assortment. Oh, nothing wrong. I just provide meat for the most poor in this god-forsaken world. I do good where others refuse to do good.
We can now choose to not support him or...
And what should I do, huh? Let them die. Grow something and let the bandits take it away. Trade ammunition and they will impose taxes. Only the trade in corpses nobody wants. Thanks to me, there are fewer corpses lying in the streets. You're buying or not? Please,
I mean,
please.
as sick as it is what he does, he has a point there.
For more demanding customers. And how would you... Well, I have seen corpses in worse condition.
Glad I could make you happy. Alrighty then, now we got our water distillery section. Also suspiciously calm square, definitely not a trap. Perfect, let's go. Lately I've been feeling terribly confused. It's like I'm reliving the same day over and over. It's a little pun, as obviously you will die and will return. And you might see some of the same stuff again. Where was the water recovery? Oh, I don't have enough scraps. That's a little bit sad, but then again I got more than enough stuff.
At once.
Still.
Of course.
Let's not waste too much water, just maybe grow some vegetables.
What do you need me to do?
And let's finally get that vaccine
Affirmative.
going, which I forgot. Sad part is he only has one action point every time, so you need to not forget that. And I did, but what the... I also could have gotten a chicken coop, but it's kind of expensive in the sense you need water and vegetables to grow some eggs, even though 5 eggs is a lot and will prepare 5 meals. It can be complicated, like, to get all these resources. Management's right, I feel like. And that's basically... And one of the interesting parts, you have to, like, figure everything out for yourself over time. Okay, and here we are. Let's see. Maybe I'm actually able to do it this time.
How dare you step on Cerdo's family land? Who are you and how dare you challenge us?
As also, we are just passing through. Could you give us all of your supplies? We have to come to kill you and your people. This land is now ruled by the Survivors League.
Fools! You are too weak for this. You will never defeat our family. Even if I fall, my siblings will fight. I am Agelatus, the Cerdos. And this is my shooting pig.
We do not care about your brother, sister, father, mother, grandfather, and even your grandmother. Whoever stands in our way will fall. A shooting pig? I hope it doesn't shoot shit. And this one, like mentioned, is not easy. First, we should try to get us a little space here. And kill off some of the smaller. I felt like it was pretty good to try... Ah, crap, okay. Didn't really pay attention. Ah, fuck. I mean, I still got the other hero, but we are not in the greatest of situations here.
Look at this, I say.
Hey, 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 hey. We can hide behind this cover a little bit here. Hopefully, we'll be able to trick him a little bit.
Bye-bye now.
Ah, crap. I should have healed. I was on a pretty good course. I think I could have stepped in there. All of the leaders are dead. The crew is unable to function on their own. Was a bit bad executed by me because it's kind of hard to concentrate on the fight and talk at the same time. I'm very sorry for that. It's not over yet. Well, technically it is, but we will come back. So yeah. Hola, it's me, Ella. I'm glad you're back among the living. The white smocks have stitched you up pretty well. What? I don't remember a thing. What happened? My head hurts. Gimme a break. Honey, peace of mind has to be earned the hard way. There will be results, there will be peace, and now take a look around the base, talk with the crew, and above all, to our boss, Ursula. Such is the life of a soldier. See you later. Did you just say darling to me? Are we dating? Get to work, because we don't have time. And no, I'm not your girlfriend. That's good, because you're not very nice. See you later. Well, and basically, as you see, we earned some craftsman utensils and it's better fluid. So until we are capable of doing some more upgrades, like this one, which will give us more starting scraps for everyone. Run, not one. And we could... okay, thought I might be able to upgrade the farm faster, but that was my bad. Then let's get us... Okay, not enough. Let's get us an upgrade in Ursula's lab. Okay, I'm also missing possibility to do that. Sad, only one upgrade. Good dog. Oh, she brought me bow. We are friends now. You can select your heroes freely before, as we already acquired Mevlit basically to our jolly band. We could also try to use him for now, but problem is if we use him, we don't have anyone to that can do pharmacy rather okayish. Basically, that's what I meant before. Like she's always telling the same. I don't know. Maybe at some point when you finish the first objective or something, she might be saying something else. But for now, she only had the same dialogue for me. Well, and in theory, well, so you're the nobody Ursula sent for the most important mission of our operation. The nobody? What a great conversation starter. Good sir, isn't it a bit rude to call someone a nobody? Not that I blame you for being a nobody, but you know, you are out of your league, right? Alright, how about we stop talking? I'm sure Ursula knows what she did when she trusted me, and I already made some progress. You mean you failed, right? You didn't make it to the Far North? Well, I didn't, but I will, and I won against Atem many times along the way. Alright, that's too much for me. Bye. Doesn't matter, let's face it, unless somebody makes it there, we're in big trouble, and rest assured I will. Oh, I actually... Oh, hold on. I think there's this... If I actually switch back to Ethan... I think there's a little quest I can trigger when I talk to him with Anna. Günaydin, my friend. Would you like to borrow a pinch of salt? You look like you want to tell me something. I have a tasty proposal for you. I'd like to take you for a real Turkish pub. Unfortunately, we don't have Istanbul on the route. Nothing lost. I chatted with Ella and she said she saw a Turkish pub nearby. I dream of eating real sis, or at least a kebab. What do you think? Why don't we stop there and feast? Sure, Mevlit. I'm in the mood for some change of cuisine too. Come with me. And as you see, look, I got these little flare quests and everything. So Mevlit is on our jolly band of people now. But I definitely want to take Anna with me because she just has the best weapon. Oh, forgot to push. Okay. Well. As I also want to leave something for yourself to explore. You see there's a lot of these flare pieces and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Well, I'm not gonna try. I'm cutting the video out at this point. Hopefully you got a good taste of the game. You enjoyed what you see and consider getting it yourself. It's available on Steam. As of 2 days ago. It's really cheap and I think it's really worth the money. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Have a great day and see you soon.